Businesses in Waverly could soon have new rules to go by before opening. Several business owners say new legislation will improve the quality of businesses in the village. 12 News' Daniel Curran spoke with village officials and business owners to learn more.
The Village of Waverly is moving forward with legislation that would require landlords to provide information for incoming businesses. Before a business opens, Village Mayor Andrew Armstam says the village would first need to see things like proof of insurance, a building plan, and more. Waverly Business Association President Cameron Van Norman is a co-owner of Jolly Farmer in the village. He has spent years advocating for this legislation.
I even said that even with when my business partner bought this existing business, there should be something even just for that, just say, hey, just a little background on who's coming into the village to open up shop, just to make sure that, you know, everything's above board.
Van Norman and Armstam say the legislation was put on the table after businesses opened in the village without providing key information. They hope these new rules will attract the right kind of business.
There needs to be some kind of check and balance, so we're not letting anybody occupy any open retail space or commercial space that's available without knowing who's going in there, what they really want to do, and what they need to do is something that's going to positively impact the business community and the local economy.
Thomas Bellinger is the owner of WJ Sporting Goods on Broad Street. He says he is excited for the potential new legislation as he believes it is overdue.
It's something that should have been done a long time ago. I feel that people are just opening up businesses and they really don't know what's going on.
Armstam says a public hearing will be held regarding this legislation by the end of the month. He hopes to see it put into effect after the hearings. Daniel Curran, 12 News, Tioga County.